Korbangacho is waiting for surgery in South Sudan's capital, Juba. Rival herdsmen attacked his group while they were resting, just as they prepared to raid cattle themselves. Different communities are fighting over land, livestock and revenge, a separate conflict from the 6-year civil war that has just ended. 3 of Korba's companions were shot dead. The 20-year-old was lucky to survive, though seriously wounded.
I was shot in the shoulder and passed out. When I woke up, I had been shot in the thigh and then later in the leg. 3 members of our team died and 6 had serious injuries.
Korba was airlifted from the eastern state of Jonglei to this military hospital, which has a special ward run by the International Committee of the Red Cross. It is one of the few in South Sudan equipped to treat gunshot injuries. These patients need multiple rounds of surgery to put their bodies back together.
The injury on the chest, it might go into the lungs, it might cause bleeding into the lungs, and if it's on the left side, it might even hurt the heart, and they might die instantly. But most of our patients, thanks God, they are lucky and they survive these injuries.
After months of talks, President Salva Kiir formed another unity government with his rival Riek Machar in February. Almost 400,000 people died in their struggle for power. But as the war wound down, last year the number of gunshot patients spiked by almost 20% in International Red Cross clinics across South Sudan.
Vast majority of the patients that we treat here are patients who've suffered gunshot wounds, and they're either involved with the ongoing conflict or just with general violence that exists, particularly in the cattle community. And the most recent influx of patients we've had have been involved with a raid on a cattle camp in the middle of the country.
A lucky few gunned down in the bush are airlifted to Juba. The rest take their chances at local clinics or simply bleed out in the field. Meanwhile, the clashes show little sign of ending. Political peace may have come to South Sudan, but the road to peace between communities is still long.